Shanae, you better get your ass over here, girlfriend. What you talking about? Shanae. Is that Shanae? That's my baby right there. Okay. Who's your baby? Shanae. Who the hell's Shanae? Shanae's my baby. Oh, I didn't know you had a baby. Yeah, I had a baby. Shanae's my baby. Well, say hello to your baby for me. Okay, hello, baby. I don't even know what's happening right now. I do know somebody dropped a donation before the show even started. Usually people who do that, they have money to burn. Let's find out who that was. Who is the richest individual that is subscribed to my channel? Oh, Happy Hippie. Thank you, sir, for that donation. He didn't say anything. He just decided to toss a donation my way. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. And it also looks like we might be shy of a Mexican tonight. He's not going to be here. Apparently, he claims he got a job. We all know that's a lie. And what else? Oh, I'm not sure. What's with the title of the show? What the hell's driving with an ashtray or driving in an ashtray? It's what happens when you're celebrity status and you can't, like, you got to drive around. You got to have, like, you got to take Uber or limousines. Sometimes you get stuck with a real shitty driver. And that's what happened to me today. Oh, yes, it did. It was pretty horrible. And it smelled like I was driving in an ashtray. And that's not the end of it, folks. No, it wasn't. And I had a feeling after I seen this guy's photo of the driver that was going to pick me up, I'm like, oh, this is not going to go well. And sure enough, I walk up to the car, and I start searching for the handle for the back door. I'm like, oh, is this a fucking Tesla? Because I can't find the handle. I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Let me stand back. I'm looking. Like, there is no fucking door handle back here. And the dude rolls down the window and says, hey, you want to sit in front? I'm like, oh, no. And I look at the car, and it's a two-door car. What kind of Uber driver drives a two-door? That's... So if you want to sit in the back seat, you got to go through the front seat. So I sit in the front seat. I'm like, it can't be that bad. And once I get in, holy shit, it smelled like he smoked a carton of cigarettes before picking me up. And his car was a fucking pigsty. Holy Jesus. I was going to pay him just to drop me off sooner, but I'm like, you know what? I'm a man. I can do this. And I stuck it through all the way through. I didn't stick it in him, but I stuck it through till I got dropped off at home. What was his name, Mark? Do you remember your driver's name? I don't, but what I can tell you is I didn't yet leave my review for him, because a little tip that if you take Uber and you don't like your driver, don't immediately review him. Wait about a day, because if you review him right away, he's going to know it's you. He might come to your house when you're sleeping. Wait a day or two. They won't have a clue who did it. And I guess for scientific purposes, we'll have a look at this beautiful gentleman right here. I could tell you right now, this is not the guy that picked me up. Nope, that's not him, son. That might have been him in high school. That might be his boyfriend, but that sure in the hell ain't him. So I smell like a goddamn ashtray right now. Thank you. I almost didn't do this show tonight, even though it's not a show. But then I thought about the millions of people that watch this show, and I'm like, you know what? Even though the replay numbers are pretty horrible, There's a few million people that watch this live all over the world. I don't want to disappoint them. So here we are. No content, nothing to talk about, but Uber drivers that smell like ashtrays. I didn't spark one up, though, Base. No, I was tempted to, but I didn't spark one up. Before we talk about my sex life, let's give a quick shout out to all the fine folks in chat that decided to participate in this shit event for another Monday. Billy Rice, what's going on? We got Brian in the house. We got Bass in the house. We got Country Boy. We got Craig D. And the D stands for Dingy. We got Darth Vapor. We got Mr. Ed Barkley, probably sipping on some of that wild turkey. We got Ginger Industries in the house. This sellout son of a bitch is here. We got God Struggler, who is currently struggling. We got Hitman. We got Jack the Flash, who I believe is he's a flasher. He's like a neighborhood flasher. Wears an overcoat, walks around town, pulls out his penis in front of people. We got Jesus Nigrit. I think he's French. I'm not sure. What's up, Jesus? Or Jesus. We got Joe in the house. We got John A. The A stands for he doesn't like anal. JT in the house. What's up, JT? We got the NorCal, the fine NorCal in the house. What's up, NorCal? We got Chuckster. We got Mr. Ray Franklin in the house. We got Ray in the house. We got what I call a rifleman, which I'm still not sure if that's how you say it. We got Ruben. We got Scott Savage. Damn. That piece of shit. We got VaporX. We got myself. And we got a few other people that probably didn't pop up. Like Sherl, like Mechmod Guy, like I think I seen Michael White here earlier. We got Andy Social. Is this supposed to be antisocial? Because I know your last name cannot be social. Who's buffer? No, don't even give me this buffering shit, because I will sodomize myself. I'm in the green on this end. And on the YouTube end, it says, excellent connection. So if you are experiencing buffering, it is more than likely your shitty Comcast internet. Or if you're like Terry and you're still on dial-up, chances are it's your dial-up connection. Thank you. Shout out to the lovely Mr. Ray Franklin for being a member for 25 months, dropping that freebie of the evening. He says, Happy Mushroom Monday. I'm going to shove a mushroom up your ass if I hear the next... I don't even want to hear about mushrooms anymore. Those things are nasty. They make me shit. And the head of my penis looks nothing like a mushroom. Absolutely nothing. I'm not even sure where the whole mushroom and penis head came about, but... Why don't you walk places? I had to go to my monthly shrink appointment, which is... let me do the math here. 60 blocks south, and then maybe probably another 50 blocks west. If I would have walked there, I probably still wouldn't be there right now. And even if I did make it there, I'd probably end up dead. It's impossible to walk how far it is. And then my shrink asked me, so, how are things going? How is your social life? And I said, and I quote, I said, I hate everyone I see. She's like, would you like me to up your Prozac? I'm like, no, we're good. It's been a rough one. So you hate everyone you see. Like, yeah, I'm just a little antisocial. Now I'm like anti-people. But she does have some fucking gigantic lips, man. She could fucking suck the... Ooh. She could suck a school bus through a chain link fence, man. God damn. She's all lip. I would show you a picture of her, but it wouldn't go over too well. DSL, dick sucking lips. You're on a list somewhere. I hope to God so. I better be on a goddamn list. If I wasn't on a list, I was on a list today, because after I told her everyone I see I hate, she typed something in the computer. So more than likely, I'm on a list after saying that. You have to go monthly. I go every 3 months for updates and refills. I go every 3 months to my regular primary doctor, but I go every month for my I want to call her a shrink because she doesn't really talk. More like hands you your crazy medicines and then off you go. Doesn't physically hand them to you, but you know what I'm saying. So what she give you for hating people? Nothing. She wanted to up my Prozac, but no, I said I'm good. Like the taking me off the Celexa and putting me on the the Prozac, actually, I think is quite better. I haven't had any panic attacks. Sex drive has been wonderful. Aside from being a bit more of an asshole, like really, like when I go out in public, like I have zero patience and tolerance for anyone. Like I hate everyone I see. Other than that, though, that's probably the only side effect from it. Things are good. You're on 80 milligrams of Prozac. Holy shit, I'm on 20. I don't feel bad then. She did ask me though, like she's like, do you get a boost of energy from the Prozac in the morning? And I'm like, no. Why, is it supposed to give you energy? I'm like, shit, if that's the case, up that shit up. Whew. Prozac, it just sounds sounds like such an old medication. I could have swore that I was on Prozac when I was a kid. Either Prozac or Ritalin. It might have been Ritalin, actually. Whatever it was, I remember my mom saying that she had to hide my medicine so my uncle wouldn't take it. And this was when I was a kid, so I'm assuming it probably was Ritalin, maybe. So I don't think Prozac can get you high. Ritalin is wild. Yeah, it's probably Prozac, or it's probably Ritalin. Prozac apparently is giving it to me for panic attacks and social anxiety. I'm not depressed or anything like that, even though it's given out to people for depression. I'm not depressed. I don't feel crazy. I mean, I feel crazy, obviously, but she's like, Celexa is such an old medication. Why don't we switch you to Prozac? And I'm thinking, isn't Prozac probably older than Celexa? But Prozac doesn't affect my sex drive, though, which is nice. Now I actually, I'll masturbate sometimes in the morning and knock one out at night. Who knows? With Celexa, shoo. It's like a fucking school bus of cheerleaders with their titties hanging out to get me going. They didn't have that stuff when I was a kid. How old are you? Fucking 97 years old? Go back to smoking. Damn, I get way too paranoid smoking weed, and I've tried different kinds. I've tried different ways, edibles, vaping. Can't do it. I wish I could. I so wish I could sit back and smoke weed like people do. Like, it'd be so much fun. But I've tried every way possible, and I just can't do it. I get just start freaking out. I'm like, oh shit, man. Like, I think my heart's fucking getting tight. Then I'm like, am I wheezing? Oh, geez, I think I'm wheezing. And then I'm like, oh, I feel a pain in is it my kidney? I start fucking just freaking out. I start flipping out. Adderall, I consider that legal cocaine. That is a rarity in the Chicagoland area. At least nowadays it is. Back in the day, they'd hand that shit out like candy. I'm also on 2 bar. Holy Jesus. Xanax and Prozac? I'd like to meet you, country boy. You seem like my kind of guy. The more medications, the better. Wild Turkey will, Wild Turkey will definitely fix all that. I do agree with you on that one, Ed. But it doesn't fix the morning after. When I had those 3 beers Friday, I felt like shit the next day. Just for like maybe a brief couple hours. But only fucking 3 beers, however the fuck you want to say it. 3, and I felt like shit. You only get paranoid from weed if I don't smoke it a lot. I tried like I think it's called microdosing. I can sometimes get away with edibles. Like I'll take a 5 milligram gummy before bed, and then I'll put me out the entire night unless I got to take a piss in the middle of the night. Then I'll wake up, and I'm usually pretty good when I wake up, and I go right back to bed. But it's got to be like a specific edible. Like I've tried other edibles, and they'll make me freak out. But I got this one edible that I take. I forgot what it is. It comes in a little round tin, and they're perfect because they don't freak me out. They're just enough to make me sleep through the night without waking up, and yeah, that's that. I get up every day at 5 a.m. and go to work, and I drink. It just about, holy Jesus, mother of Jesus, how do you do that? Your head doesn't hurt? Wow, dude, if I drank that shit, I wouldn't even be able to get out of bed for the next probably 4 days. I would keep the curtains closed, the phone turned off. I wouldn't come out of the bedroom for 4 days until the hangover was gone. Holy shit, that's like, I couldn't do it. There's no way. Even when I was young and I used to drink pretty hard, I couldn't. The next day was always a real struggle for me. But thank God for that Ultimate Orange from GNC from back in the day, because that shit would take care of anything. Do a line while you're drinking. For me, it always took the hangover away. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. But at my age right now, with my health, I think a line might put me 6 feet under. I definitely would be dead. No doubt about it. I bought a bag of shroom gummies and they did nothing. Ooh. Ooh, that just sounds too psychedelic for me. Free pharmaceuticals in Scotland. I'm moving to Scotland. What are we talking about? Nothing, actually. Not a damn thing. Thank you. Robert, did you text me before the show? Yep, sure did. 20 minutes before the show, and he said, use Zoom after show. Probably not. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to see how I feel after the show, and then if dinner's done and all the other good stuff. I don't know, I've just been kind of like... I've been really burned out from Zoom lately. I've been going on, you got to realize, like, we've been going on Zoom every single night at 7 o'clock every day. I don't know, maybe for about a year, maybe? I think. I'm a little burned out. Like, I go on Zoom now and I just kind of sit there, like, It's fun to go in there on the weekends, like on a Friday or Saturday, but I might go in tonight. I'm not sure. What's up, Mr. Bill? Mr. Bill. Oh, here we go with the White House. Here we go with the White House. I just don't understand, like, if they found it, why did they even say anything? Like, what? Who finds a bag of drugs like, hey, look what I found. Whose is this? Like, no, you put that shit in your pocket. Like, oh, shit, damn. I can get $100 for this. Put that in the pocket, thank you. It's like finding a wallet on the ground with cash in it. Like you're going to pull the ID out. Oh, I got to contact this guy. Oh, definitely. Hell no. If the money is packed with cash, chances are the guy is loaded. He's not going to miss any of that money. If there's like a $5 bill in there, then I'm going to feel bad and I'll contact the person and give them their wallet back. Actually, I probably would give them their wallet regardless, because then I'll feel like I'm doing evil, I'm going to go to hell, and blah, 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 blah. For the first time, I'm burned out of the vape community and taking a step back for a little bit. I know, ain't it? I've taken a step back from the vape community for quite a while, actually. I enjoy doing my YouTube thing and going live and hanging out with everyone and doing that, but like Facebook and shit, Instagram, haven't been on Instagram in probably a couple years. Facebook, I'll probably go out there. I'll scroll through all the shit that people post, but I usually ever comment. I don't know. It just, after a while, you do get burned out from it. I think for me, the reason why I'm so burned out, because every time I load up, especially Twitter, because I don't know why, but I share the links for like my videos and my live shows on my Twitter page. And every time I share and it posts to Twitter, the feed kind of reloads. And it's always, 100% of the time, there's videos of some of the most horrible shit happening in the world. Like, it's nothing else. It's either like, some dude's walking down the street and some guy attacks him with a fucking rock, or just some crazy off-the-wall videos. And I tell myself, don't click on it, don't click. And I click on it, I'm like, holy shit, dude, that's fucking crazy. And then I get off there, I go on Facebook, same shit. Political this, political that. Oh my God, look what happened here, look what happened there. Like, you can't escape it. So my only escape is YouTube after unsubscribing from all these channels I was subscribed to. My Twitter's somehow Twitter, I don't know how, but my Twitter feed is I guarantee I can load it up right now on my phone, and it's going to be a video of a horrible event. Let's see. Social, Twitter, it's going to touch it once. Load. All right. First video is carry your loved ones with you. I don't know what the hell that is. It's an ad. Here we go. First video. See that? First fucking thing I go on Twitter all the time. It's like, who the fuck wants to watch that shit? And usually it's videos of shit that happened like years ago that have resurfaced, and people will think that it's current, and they're like, oh my God, where did this happen at? Like, that video happened 4 years ago. Yep, YouTube's algorithm definitely has changed. I have noticed that. So I've been strictly subscribing to train hopping videos and just like guitar videos and shit like that. So I hardly ever will get a body cam. YouTube still pushes body cam videos on me, even though I've unsubscribed from all these channels and I click do not interested or do not recommend, or they still push them, and they still push like political shit, no matter how much. Mark unsubscribed to me, that son of a bitch. Now I'm back to 0. I didn't realize that you even had a channel. Oh, actually, you're talking on your channel. Why aren't you on Threads yet? What the fuck is Threads? Why aren't you on Threads? Is this some new, like, hip website for good-looking married men that hang out in their basement? Let's see, Threads. What is Threads? I don't know what Threads is. Threads, an Instagram app on the App Store. Wait, what? Introducing Threads, a new way to share with text. Threads is a new app built by Instagram team for sharing text updates and joining public conversations. What is that? Oh, that sounds interesting. Can I send nude pictures to people and have them not know who it is? And then yesterday, Angela's brother, I guess, calls her up and says, hey, what's going on with you and Mark and this and that, and then she's like, why? And then he's texts her this picture, and then she runs downstairs, she's like, oh my God, I don't know what this is. And I said, well, and then about 2 minutes after that, someone sent me a message on Facebook, and they say, hey Mark, just curious if you know about this. It all happened at the same time, so either Angela got hacked or someone's fucking with her, but someone created some fake like dating OnlyFans type profiles with Angela. Obviously it's fake if you Google it. There's like 2 of them out there. I think there's one. I think one's an Instagram one maybe. But so that, yeah, it's just social media is turning into a fucking shithole. I said, once the disposables have come to an end, then we're going to start pimping out Angela on OnlyFans. But as of now, things are still going pretty smooth. Now, I don't know if her Instagram was hacked. I could have swore she logged on last night and was able to change her passwords, but I don't remember. I just told her to change all her passwords to her emails, Facebook. But she downloads all those fucking apps and all the other shit, so her shit probably got fucked with like that. I tell her to stop downloading half this shit, but she don't listen, so. I wish somebody would make a fucking a dating app or a OnlyFans page of me. I'd be kind of flattered by it. I wouldn't be the slightest bit offended. I'd be like, shit, I hope they use a good photo of me. Don't use one that makes me look fat. Hard ST is revamping his Tuesday show. Are you still part of it? Revamping it? How is he revamping it? He ain't revamping that damn show. How is he going to revamp it? ST's spreading rumors. They set up accounts using real profiles and go after older men new to Facebook. $7 billion a year industry in Canada. Damn. Set me up. Scammers have gotten pretty good. Like when they like the phone calls and the text messages, and like right now I just got an email. It was apparently from YouTube. I'm not dumb enough to fall for anything. Like, I always check the best way to tell, a good way to tell if it's a scam or not is check the email. Check the email address. If they say, hey, this is Big Dick Mike from blackdicks.com, check the email address. If it doesn't say at blackdicks.com, it's not real. So every day I get at least 3 emails from companies, and it's like always these off the wall, like, hey, this is Microsoft. We love your channel. We want you to promote our brand new window. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Microsoft is reaching out to me. Or Levi's jeans. Like, get the fuck out of here. But I think just right before the show, I got an email from YouTube. What did it say? I think it was copyright. Oh, YouTube support copyright warning. And it's a Google Doc. And it says, please download, or please click this, download the Google Doc. I'm like, yeah, sure. Not a problem. And if you look at the email address, you'll know that it doesn't exist. Not a real place. So always look at the email address before you do anything. That's how a lot of the YouTube channels, a lot of people get their YouTube channels hacked, is because they think it's a company emailing them. And usually what happens is this fake company will email you, and it'll sound legitimate. They want to send you a product for review. Sounds good. And then they'll usually say, okay, can you just check out our website, or can you just fill out this quick application? And it'll be like a download. Once you download that, that's it. Done. Your shit's taken over. It's happened to many YouTubers. Oh, yeah. Someone boot the late night show. Thank you. He's unbootable, I think, actually. Never continue the call about that shit mark. Hang up and call them back. Dude, I love... The new call I get every day is about my house for sale on Park Avenue. 80% of the time it's a female, and when it's a female calling, I start talking dirty to her, and I see how long she stays on the phone until she hangs up. Sometimes they stay on the phone for pretty long. And then other times, usually it's some kind of random, like, Indian guy saying, I don't know what it is. So then I started talking to him. I'm like, do you realize what you're doing with your life right now? And I start having this conversation. He gets all mad, and I always have a fun time with the phone scammers. Like, how old are you? 30, 35. You're working at some shithole job, scamming people, probably in the middle of India. Like, do you have a home? Do you have a girlfriend? When was the last time you got laid? Dude, why don't you hang up the phone and go out and get a real job? Hell, fuck, come to America. We're open. Come get a job here. Oh, I'm not in India. Oh, I'm sure you're not. How many times you got to complain about your iPhone before you switch to an Android? Ray, I already seen that you've joined the dark side, first of all. I would never, ever join the dark side and buy one of those toys that you call an Android phone that are made of plastic, that are nothing but loaded up with bloatware and crap. I would never do that. Never, ever, ever. Unless I want to take a step back. Android is for, like, kids. You know, buy your kids, like, those little plastic toy phones. That's what happens when you buy an Android. When you want to be serious about technology and you want a real machine, that's when you buy an iPhone. Just putting it out there. That's all. Thank you. The border is wide open. Yep, there ain't no border anymore. That motherfucker just a flat land. I answered, thank you for calling the FBI scam department. They're so stupid, I don't even think they would even care. And I always have this same, for the past, I want to say like the past 5 or 6 years, I had the same phone call from this, I don't know if it's like the sheriff's office. It's a regular old dude, you know, he's like, hello, this is such and such from the local, I don't know if it's sheriff's office or some kind of police agency. And we're taking donations for such and such. And his voice is so perfect that it sounds pre-recorded. And sometimes the scammers, they will pre-record like the intro to their phone call. But his shit is so perfect. And I always start cussing it out. And then he comes out of nowhere saying, sir, all you had to do was say no thank you. And I'm like, motherfucker, I've told you to take me off the list probably for 5 years now, and you are still the same guy that calls me to this day. And he still calls me. What would the world be if we didn't have like scam phone calls? Like my phone would never ring. Other than my mom calling me. That'd be it. My phone would never ring. Android is powered by Google, who powers YouTube, who is number one. Dick, I think you are, I think you've been brainwashed. You've been brainwashed. You have. You're brainwashed. One fun fact about Android is its source code is under GPL and available for you to look at. Can't say that about Apple. NorCal is trying to be technical with me. He thinks I don't know what he's saying. I know what he's saying. I used to be a marine biology engineer back in the 60s. I have no clue what he meant. I know that isn't Android's like app store like open to where people can design apps or whatever a lot easier and get them approved easier. But the thing is, like if you go on an Android app store and you download apps, the apps are usually like a 50-50 shot. Like either they're, you know, they really suck and they don't work for your particular phone, or they're good. Like, but with the iPhone apps, they're all designed for one phone, and they have a pretty like hard approval process. So a majority of their apps usually are pretty perfect. But Android, on the other hand, like when I had an Android a few times, I download apps. Like, what the fuck is it? Like, half of it was this nonsense. And then, of course, you could do all the custom firmwares and this and that. But, I don't know. After a while, you kind of grow out of that thing. Like, you really don't care what your phone looks like anymore. Like, I don't give a shit. I still use my iPad. See, that's weird, though, because if you have an iPad or you got a Mac, why would you not want them to all work together? Now, I know Android can still work with an iPad, but it's not like a seamless thing. You got to like download an app or do something for them to work together. Where if I take a picture on my phone, cha-ching, cha-ching, it's instantly on my Mac, it's instantly on my iPad. Hell, I can go on my Mac. Like right now I can go and chat and I can copy what the late night show just said. I could highlight I just use mine to ring people up. I can click copy on with my mouse. I can go on my iPhone. I can drop that text and just hit paste. And then bam, what I copied on my Mac is now on my phone. Just so like seamless and perfect. Like who would not want that? You could do that with Android, but it takes a few clicks and swipes, and then your plastic phone will get hot. It'll start melting. Da, 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 da. May I say how well you look today, Mark? Thank you, sir. I love that wrench you're sporting there. I was going to give you one, but you obviously have a few of them. Chrome can do that. Oh, yeah, but you got to... In order for Chrome to do that, you got to have them both installed. They got to be synced together. That's if you want to sync all your shit. Like, you could still do all these things, but there's more clicks and presses and downloads you have to do to make that possible. Google Drive. You guys are complaining about... You know what? We're not talking about cell phones. There's no way we're going to talk about cell phones, because that's an argument that you just can't win. Cell phones are like, I don't know what they're like, but it's just one of those things. It's like either you're Android or you're Apple. I don't think there's people that, well, there might be some people that do both, like Ray, for instance, with the iPad, but I don't think I've ever, well, I've seen people come and go from Apple, and same for Android. Do you get your Apple update? Yeah. Sadly enough, the Apple updates are starting to become like Android updates, where they're like every day there's a new update. Before, when Steve Jobs was still alive, are we with the correct guy here? Yeah. There was barely update. There was one update, everything worked perfectly. When that dude left and he went, 6 feet under, Apple fucking just shit the bed. And that's when I think the company kind of went down. All phones should be smashed. I don't even use the phone part. I just like the internet access and the texting feature. I never like calling people. If I have to call somebody, chances are I'm not going to contact you. I don't want to hear your voice. I don't want to talk to you. There's nothing in my life that I need to talk to you about. Even my own mother, when she calls me, I'm like, oh, what do you want? Ba-da-ba-ba. Jason was busy making a shit ton of jerky. He just lost track of time. I highly doubt that. Jason knows the time that this show is on every goddamn week, and every week he's got a goddamn excuse. And I'm tired of it. 2 iMacs, Android mobile, and Android tablet just don't want iPads or iPhones. Now that's weird. That you have 2 iMacs and you have Android phones. That's strange. Because the tablets and the phones would work so well with those iMacs, you'd be in heaven. I feel like I should be a salesman for Apple. I need a commission. I hold out to get the Apple updates until they start messing with shit. Well, I will say Apple is good for one thing, and everyone experiences this. At least I think everyone does. But after a while, I feel like they purposely slow down their phones so that people go out and buy like the newer ones. Because right now, my phone, like when I had it for the first couple of years, my phone was just like, phew. It's still fast, but there's a lot of shit that I do on here now that is just, it'll lag, it'll freeze up, it'll lock up. And that's usually an indication of like, all right, well, it's time to get the new one. And it happens every time. When you have a phone, it feels like longer than maybe 2 or 3 years, it starts doing that. Is this an Apple ad or a vape show? It's actually a little bit of both. Tonight's sponsored by Apple. They paid me $1 million to talk about their phone. I wish I was sponsored by them pieces of shit. Give late vape my rent, sir. Oh my God, I'm gonna give him a wrench. All right, what does he want a wrench for? What is the obsession with wrenches? I don't quite understand. Wait a minute. I can't give him a wrench. I can't do that. No. And it's nothing against him, but the old saying goes, if you don't have, how do they say it? Like when you give your friend a piece of candy when you're like in grade school, and the teacher sees it, like, oh, unless you got a piece for the entire class, you can't do it. So unless I give everybody a wrench, I can't give him a wrench. Because if I give him a wrench, then we're going to have some people that are going to be a little disappointed that have been here for a long time who don't have a wrench. I'm not going to say any names, but maybe I will say some names. Thank you, Jason, for that donation. He says, to make you forget I was late. You know what? I didn't totally forgot about it. Thank you, sir. Money makes everything just go away. I'll send you a dip. Damn, I'm definitely going to send you a wrench now. Wait a minute. Your penis doesn't even work anymore. Get the hell out of here. Mr. Chuck, with that freebie of the evening. Thank you, sir, for being a member for 29 months. And he said, people with wrenches suck big green ones. Whoa, I'm kind of offended by that. I don't even have a wrench. Mike Berg, what's going on, sir? Ooh, I got gas. VapnFagan wrenches for everyone. Yeah, see, people like Scott. If I give him a wrench, I'm going to have Scott breathing down my fucking neck for a wrench. And here, got Ruben. See, they all come out of the woodwork. They all come out of the woodwork. And then once they got the wrench, they're like, okay, I got a wrench. Now what do I do with it? Like, nothing. You don't do shit with it. You know what's even cooler than a wrench is actually being a member of the channel and having one of those awesome looking icons next to your name. That makes you powerful. The wrench doesn't do anything. When I see somebody with a wrench, I laugh at them. When I see somebody with a special member icon next to their name, I'm like, wow, now that guy, he means business. Mr. Brian, thank you, sir. Brian Ferguson. I can say his name, I think. Thank you, sir. Give the rest of us a screwdriver. You know, that would be kind of cool if you could hand people certain things. Like, other than wrenches. Like, here's a screwdriver for you. You get a hammer. You get a wrench. Country boy, I'll definitely give you a hammer. One upside the head. Ed wants 2 wrenches. He's not happy with just the 1 wrench he's got. He wants fucking 2 of them. Piff my wrench to Chuck. Chuck has a goddamn wrench. At least I think he does. He should. I don't know. Some people have wrenches, some don't. Sometimes they get them for no specific reason. Sometimes they just get them. Sometimes Angela has handed them out. Sometimes they have paid me like, I don't know, $5,000 off camera. Terry Scooter is probably the only person you'll never see with a wrench. He'll be on this channel for like 12 years. He'll never have a wrench. And Bill wants the entire fucking toolbox. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. People want, you give one person a wrench, they want the whole fucking toolbox. Yeah, Terry couldn't handle the power of a wrench. Terry would get a wrench, somehow, I don't know how he would do it, but he would somehow delete my channel. I don't know, it's not even possible to do it, but he would find a way to fuck things up and somehow delete every comment or do something. That man should not have any kind of power whatsoever. I'm surprised he has an electric scooter. That's fucking dangerous. He almost got a DUI the other day, apparently. The Late Night Show. Thank you, sir, for that lovely, I think that's from Poland, that Polish $1.99. He says, brown envelope sun. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Is that a Poland thing? I'm not fucking bloody Polish. What are you talking about, mate? Ed Barkley. Speaking of Polish, Ed loves Polish. Thank you, sir, for that donation. He says, for my second wrench. You know, I probably shouldn't tell people this because they're going to start wanting it. But did you know that there's 2 levels of, like, wrench power? So, for instance, if I were to pretend to give Troy a wrench, I have the option of either making him a managing moderator. He can manage, block words, and change chat modes in live, and also has the capability of standard moderators. And then there's standard moderator, and he can review and remove chat messages and hide and put users in timeout. So apparently there's 2 levels. So I think what it comes to now is, what level wrench are you? How important is your wrench? Do you have the baby wrench where you can just block people, or do you have the big boy wrench to where you can do whatever you want? Thank you, Mr. Chuck, for that lovely $5. And he says, to pay for my wrench upkeep. There you go. There is an a wrench upkeep fee. Jesus. It's $99.95 a month, non-refundable, and that's just to keep the wrench going every month. I'll take a wrench, preferably a 6-foot blonde with long legs. Troy, you ain't big enough to fucking satisfy a 6-foot blonde. Get the hell out of town. You wouldn't want to know what to do with a 6-foot tall woman. You'd be lost. I wave my feet. Can you do that? I don't know I don't know how to tell who has a big boy wrench and who has a little boy wrench. I don't think it, let's see. Oh wait, I can tell. So Jason has a little boy wrench. I think everyone has a little boy wrench, because when I first gave the wrenches out, they didn't have the option of big and little boy wrenches. So I think everyone has a little boy wrench. I probably shouldn't have said that, because now people are going to complain. But I just want these nuts wrenched by those fluffy... Wait, what? I just want these nuts wrenched by those fluffy wrenches. Whoa, I'm not sure if that's a... Is that a man-on-man comment? What's happening here with Sumi? What is that a picture of? Is that a shitty diaper I'm looking at? Or is that like a thong? Or what the fuck is that a picture of? Sumi, what's that picture? I can't tell what your picture is. It looks like a shitty diaper from a distance, or like a mask or something. I don't know what the fuck is it? Is it pubic hair? Hook it up with the vice grips. Give me a midget woman. There you go. Actually, you gotta be pretty girthy to satisfy a midget. You can't, pull your pants down and have like a little pencil dick. You gotta be at least the girth of one of these bad boys to please those little motherfuckers. You could be 2 inches long, but as long as you got one of if she needs 2 hands to go like to jerk you off with, you're good. Pretty much, if your dick looks like a tuna can, you're good to go. If your dick looks like like a goddamn pod system, you're probably out of luck. Okay, start the show. Buffet, here we go. Shabam shaboom. What do you got in there? I know no one gives a fuck when I'm vaping, but I'll show you anyways. Because we ain't got nothing else to talk about. That's still good. That's still really good. Don't even say dinner's ready, because I just went live. No. What do you want?
Can I have one White Claw?
Oh, yeah, they're over there.
Where?
On the other side. Don't come over here and try to get famous. On the bottom. What else? You could just take... Oh, yeah, that's fine. I've been taking this out with me now And I haven't broke it yet either. I'm shocked. Because usually once a mod starts going out with me, I break it. But I haven't broke it yet. And in here, I have the very last of my 5 pawns. Whatever the hell it's called. For anyone that gives a rat's ass, probably not, but the video for the what is it called? I'm just going to call it the Falcon Tank, or whatever it's called, goes up tomorrow. What else do we have? Anything else? We got random stuff on the sideline that we're not kind of vaping. What's even in this? It's been sitting for a while. Nicholas Handley! Thank you, sir, for that beautiful donation. He says, how about playing us a song on the guitar, buddy? You know, I was actually working, not physical working, but putting together I use a bunch of different, they're called amp simulators, for those out there that are not really in the know of stuff like that. But I had to buy this amp simulator in order to use it for what I want to use it for. And I was able to integrate it into OBS. So now it would sound like... Because playing guitar through an amp with like just having a microphone over here doesn't sound the greatest. But I have set it up and it's almost perfect. So I do plan on... I was going to do like intros and outros with like guitar playing. Hopefully this week. But it's pretty much set up. I just haven't really, made it perfect yet. So it is coming. Ant simulators, yes. You could simulate ants walking around your house. Play acoustic. This show is boring enough without me playing an acoustic. What are you, crazy? If you happen to play guitar or have a guitar, and when you'd like to use your computer, I recommend downloading Amplitude 5. They have a free trial, and it is awesome as hell. And it sounds... A lot of the amps on there sound pretty... Well, I don't know if they sound pretty real, because I've never tried the real versions of them, but they sound really good. Do they have a bass simulator? I think they do, actually, JT. I think actually in a lot of these amp sims they only have like 2 or 3 bass amps because I mean, how many bass amps do you really need? Basses are all the same, right? Dun 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 dun. Thank you, Chuck, for that lovely donation, sir. Chuck's he's getting high and mighty tonight. Thank you. Let Craig D run the rest of the show. Take it away, Craig. My feed keeps freezing. That's your goddamn dial-up internet, Jason. I wouldn't say it's a simulate. Well, yeah. There are simulators, and then there's amp simulators, and then there's amp captures, and then there's what's the other one? There's another one. There's 3 of them. Turn the camera off and play us some. I don't have my shit plugged. See, I have to run my cable to my audio interface, down and around. So it's a little bit of a process. I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I wish I had the ability to just do shit like that, but I don't. I'm a guitar hero thanks to the PlayStation. I freaking rock. There's another game that looks actually a lot cooler than Guitar Hero. Oh, what's it called? I think you actually use a legit guitar to play the game. I think it's called Rocksmith, I think. I don't know if it's on PlayStation, but I think it's on PC. It looks pretty tempting. And I think it works kind of like Guitar Hero, but it's a little different. Stairway to Heaven. Holy, you gotta be nuts. That's one song I've never attempted or even wanted to learn how to play. If I hear that song in my head, I go crazy. You need a USB to 1/4-inch jack. For the Rocksmith thing? I wonder if that comes with the game. It looks cool as hell. What's for dinner? I don't know. Angela says chicken, mac and cheese, but you never know with her. And if there's any weird ingredients that don't look like chicken, she's out. I already told her. I got my lawyer on speed dial. The next mushroom I see lingering in a fucking dish, she is O-U-T. Don't tell her I said that, but she's out. My buddy mastered Stairway to Heaven when we were 10. Holy Jesus. I'm not... All the popular bands that people love, well, not all of them, but I just can't stand them. Like, I don't like... And this is going to be hard-hitting for some people. Like, I don't like Led Zeppelin. I can't stand them. I can't stand Rush. I can't stand, like, The Who. I can't stand Kiss. I can't stand any of those, I don't know, what are those? 70s bands, maybe? 80? I don't know. They're just too... I don't know what the word I'm looking for. But I like Aerosmith. Like, they kind of fall in that same year, I think, as Zeppelin and stuff. At least I think they do. But I like Aerosmith. Love Aerosmith, actually. See him in concert, I think, twice. I know I'm crazy. When I say that, people say you're crazy. I know. I don't know why. I just, for some reason, I don't. I don't know what it is. Like Rush, though. Rush fucking... Their songs are so fucking slow and drawn. Like, it takes them like an hour to get the song going. Like, and U2, that's another fucking band I can't fucking stand. It's so weird. Old Nickelback, Jason. You gotta put old in front of Nickelback. Don't say Nickelback. You gotta put old Nickelback. There's a huge difference. Like Metallica. People say I like old Metallica, but not new Metallica. Same deal. What about Ozzy? Ozzy is doable, yeah. I've listened to, like, you know, his radio stuff and popular. I've never owned an album, but I love the guitar playing and all the guitar players that were with Ozzy. Iron Maiden's awesome. I just never got into them. But I've watched, like, concerts of them and shit, and they seem super awesome. Just never got into them. I'm kind of stuck. I don't know if those are considered 70s bands, but I'm kind of stuck in between, like, I don't know, like 80s. I don't know. It's like 80s and 90s bands. Like, don't really like 70s, but The Doors. Oh Lord, God, no. Oh no, too dramatic for me. But what's weird? Like, I don't like The Doors at all, but I do like, whatchamacallit? Oh, my brain's taking a shit on me. What the fuck is the name of the, Queen? There we go. I like Queen, but I don't like The Doors. Makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. It's just... Obviously, like Nirvana. It's weird about Nirvana because when Nirvana first came out, I didn't like them. And when I got to see them in concert, I didn't like them at the time of the concert. But after the concert, shortly after the concert, like weeks or months later, whatever, I ended up liking. I slowly started liking them because my girlfriend used to listen nothing but Pearl Jam and Nirvana, and I hated fucking Pearl Jam with a pat. She actually threw me out of the car once in the middle of nowhere because I went fucking nuts because she kept playing that Pearl Jam Black song. And she's like, you know what? You don't like Pearl Jam? Get the fuck out of the car. I'm like, what? She's like, get out. And the bitch just left me in the middle of nowhere. But Nirvana came around, and I ended up really, really deeply liking them, but not in the beginning. Which is weird, I guess. Kind of, sort of, maybe not. Stone Temple Pilots, Red Hot Chili Peppers, I like them. I think, however you say his name, John Frusciante, I think he's a piece of shit. I think the other dude, Josh Klinghoffer, I think his name is, I think that dude is a million times better guitar player than Frusciante was. Foo Fighters, definitely. Well, I wouldn't say like super definitely, but I like Foo Fighters to a point, I guess. Well, like it, there's a difference between like. I'm trying to think of like, I've never bought a Foo Fighters album or own an entire album, but I listen to a lot, mainly all their hits. System of a Down, I listened to their one album front to back about 1 million times. I forgot which album it was. Was it Steal This Album? The one with Chop Suey and all the other songs on it? I listened to that album front to back like probably 1 million fucking times. But that's the only album I ever listened to. I never listened to anything else by them. Dave Grohl is a damn talented musician. That's for damn sure. Do you know Screeching Weasel from Chicago? I do not. I have not heard of them. Just to give you like a brief idea. I don't think I'm more of like a on the spot type of if I want to hear it, I play it. So I got Foo Fighters on. I guess I do got a Foo Fighters album. Guns N' Roses, Ice Cube, Local H, Louis C.K. Why he's not music. Nirvana, The Offspring. Holy Jesus. Pantera, Silverchair, Stone Temple Pilots. U2's on here, but that must be like a stock thing because I would never, ever, ever listen to U2. I would rather not hear anything. What's up, Georgia boy? Than listen to U2. Ooh, God. ICP is not even music, so I won't even comment on that. Linkin Park is awesome. Yes. Was that their first? I think that was their first album. If that was their first album with all the hits on it, I listened to that album front to back. I own that album. But I never listened to any album after that. So I'm kind of weird when it comes to music. Judas Priest, never got into them. They're good. They're awesome. But just never got into them. I don't know why. Korn, yes, definitely. I think Korn up until... what the fuck is the name of the album? The one they produced themselves. Is it Take a Look in the Mirror, I think? Is it that album, I think? With, I think that was the name. After that album, that was it. I didn't listen to them when they got rid of, what's his name? When they started doing all the fucking, weird shit. Tool? No way. Tool gives me diarrhea. Slayer, yes. Rage Against the Machine, just probably the hits. Cypress Hill, unless I'm doing drugs and forced to listen to it, maybe. Shoo-bop beep bop ba 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 ba. Stevie Ray Vaughan, yeah. Not the album, but his radio played songs, yes. But yeah, Nirvana all day long. I could listen to Nirvana all day. Death Clock. I owned the Death Clock Explorer when they first came out. I remember years ago. Wish I still had it, but Gibson made such a shitty... Well, they still kind of make real shitty guitars. But I sold it because it was just poorly made. I regret selling it because now it's worth a shit ton of money. I think the only Danzig I like is Mother. That was it. I never listened to any other songs. Henry Rollins, a few songs I like by him. Seether, I was really heavily into Seether until they went kind of weird and soft. I think their first 2 albums I was pretty heavily into. Kid Rock is awesome. I just never listen. I only listen to his radio played songs, but I've watched live shows and they seem fucking awesome as hell. Kid Rock he's everything I see that dude in, he seems awesome. Can you play Baby Shark on the guitar? What the fuck is Baby Shark? Dropkick Murphys. I've heard one of their popular songs, and it's too Irishy for me. But it's cool. It's like Irish country music. Don't they sing about drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking, I think? Or am I thinking of another band, I think? I'm not that old to listen to John Cougar Mellencamp. Ted Nugent. I wish I got into Ted Nugent because I love that guy. He's a one crazy son of a bitch. Obviously, his radio played stuff is really good. I just wish I got into his music early on. Cannibal Corpse. No, never got into them. Never got into like Deicide or any of those. I think the heaviest I've ever done is Slayer. That's it. Or if you want to consider Pantera heavy. I guess Pantera's heavy, yeah. Like, I owned every Pantera album. Slayer was just Seasons in the Abyss. That's the only album I owned. Testament, I did own Souls of Black. I own that album. I did listen to that album front to back. But that was the only album by them. Was there anything heavier? I wrestled a bear once. That is one group that's got some really good songs. Too bad they switch up singers every I don't think they're around anymore though. But if you're ever bored, just type into YouTube, I wrestled a bear once, all one word. And that's some I don't know why I like it, but it's some really good shit. I don't know what kind of music that's considered. It's like a weird technical metal. No, I didn't do any wrestling myself, thank you. I guess if technical metal's a word. Like, I remember hearing the song, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta learn how to play that guitar. And I went to try to find the tablature on it, and when I seen it, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like impossible to learn because it's too crazy. I saw all-female heavy metal band from Japan on YouTube a while back. They killed it. Kitty, I used to listen to Kitty. I masturbated a few times to him too, I think. But no, actually, no, I didn't because they're a little rough. They're older now, and they're still playing, and yeah, a little rough still. But who am I? I'm a fat, balding guy that lives in a basement. I don't live in a basement, but I practically do. All I need is a bathroom down here. Scott Savage says, kill, switch, engage. Just radio stuff, suicidal tendencies, radio stuff. How about Death Mark? I'm not dead yet, but thank you. Are you talking about Death as in the death metal band? No, never listened to him before. That's like isn't that an old metal band? Evanescence, man, she's like possibly, I'm not going to say one of the only women, but she's one of the rare women that I can look at and say, man, she has got a really good looking face. Like, she's a good looking chick. Really good looking. And she's perfect too because she's not skinny. She's got some meat on her. And just something about her, like she's a good looking chick. Michael Bolton, definitely. Who doesn't like Michael Bolton? I got a Michael Bolton tattoo on my little penis. It says MB for life. Never got into. I don't know why I never got into the Deftones. You'd think. Never got into them. Oh, the Iron Maidens. Yeah, I've seen that. It's an all-female cover band. I've seen that on YouTube. I remember seeing that. Why is this shit show still on? The same reason why you're still in this goddamn chat room, Bachelor. And this ain't a show. This is what we call a Monday morning live fuckfest. If we're not talking about drugs, we're talking about music. We're not talking about music. We're talking about pharmaceuticals. We're not talking about that. We're talking about, I don't know what we're talking about. We're not talking about vaping. We should be. We should be. Maria Brink is the hottest woman ever, hands down. Let's have a gander at this chick, Maria Brink. I'll be the judge. Thank you. I'll be the judge. Maria Brink. The only thing that what's her name from Evanescence doesn't have going is she's a little on the flat side. Wish she had a little bit more meat up top. All right, so this is is she from whatchamacallit? Oh no, she's from Chicago. Is she from Chicago? No. I wouldn't say she's the hottest, but yeah, no. She's not bad looking, but I mean, I wouldn't say no. I would probably stand in line for like behind a few people, but I wouldn't like wait and yeah, I've seen hotter lady boys. Whoa. Lita Ford. Yes, she used to be hot. When she did that video with Ozzy, I seen that chick. When she had that double neck guitar, I fucking practically shot my load on the TV screen. I'm like, damn, who is this woman? You see her now, it's like, she's like your mom. It's like, oh, that's my mom. The legend is here, you son of a bitch. Myself? Kiss Me Deadly was a good video, yes. I had a little bit of a, I don't want to say a crush, but I was a tad bit attracted to Courtney Love during her makeover years. When she had her makeover done, when she did the movie with what's his name, Woody Harrelson, and she had her hair done, she got her titties fixed up. She actually looked. I was like, oh, she's pretty hot. And she loves pulling her titties out on stage all the time. But then she kind of went, she took it like a dive. She was like down here, went up here, then came back down. Then kind of went up again, but then came back down. She's like up and down all over the place. Lead singer, no doubt. Hot as fuck. Flattest woman I've ever seen in my life. Absolutely. Not even a nipple sticking out. And the weird thing about her is, if you loved the way she looked back then, you probably wouldn't even know who she is now, because she looks 100% different. I don't know if she had plastic surgery or what happened. She still looks good, but she looks absolutely nothing like herself. She must have had a... Who's that one chick that I find pretty hot who's got a nice big rack? Oh, let me look her up. Hold on. She's a popular, like, little pop singer. Oh, what's her name? Shit. Is that her? No, that's definitely not her. Oh, God, she got big. No, that's not her. What's her name? Oh, God damn it, what's her name? We're not ending this, so I found out her name. Oh, I'm not going to find it. Oh, I think it's Keisha. Now, you think Keisha, you think... I know what you're thinking. You're thinking of a Keisha, but no, this is a different Keisha. The pop singer chick. Her, and there's another one. She's a brunette, big rack, very popular. Forgot her name, though. Gavin Rossdale cheated on her all the time. Dude, if I was... Dude, Gavin, he probably... Man, that motherfucker probably had... Woo! Billie Eilish. Oh, dude, I can't fucking wait. It's only a matter of time before them titties come out. You know it. When she was in her younger years, she wore like the sweatpants and the baggy ass clothes because she didn't want anyone looking at her as like a sex object. Plus, she wanted to cover up them big ass titties. And no one knew about them big ass titties until someone got a photo of her one day jogging. And they said, holy shit, look at the rack on this chick. And now she's gotten rid of the baggy pants and the sweaters and she's dressing more like a lady. It's only a matter of time before that fucking picture pops out. There's some fake ones out there, but it's only a matter of time before them real titties pop out. And you're like, holy shit. I said every time I see that girl, I'm like, God. And now she's of legal age. She's like in her 20s, I think, so... We could talk all the trash we want now. Keisha, not Keisha. What? I'm sorry, Scott. I'm not a huge fan of her. I wouldn't know how to pronounce her name. Keisha, not Keisha. You know what? I'm not even gonna try it. Not gonna try it. Jenny McCarthy was hot back in her MTV days. Dude, I would have drank that girl's bathwater back in MTV days. Madonna's turned into a fucking... Madonna, I think Madonna and Britney Spears have just went fucking bonkers and are completely crazy. Either that or they're just trolling everybody. They're doing all this crazy shit just to troll everyone. Especially Britney Spears. If you watch like some of her TikTok videos, you're like, what the fuck is wrong with her? She went nuts. Not to mention, she does everything naked. Like, just runs around naked, and which is fine with me, but... Madonna is an AIDS-ridden piss goblin. Whoa! God damn. Can you have AIDS nowadays, though? Like, I mean, that shit's pretty much cured by now. They got pills and all kinds of shit out there. Yeah, Britney is... She is fucking batshit crazy. Yeah, Madonna does look... I don't even know how to put it. Trump's wife. Trump's daughter's hot. Forget his wife. What do you got?
I'm just grabbing another mic.
Who? Oh. Is the dinner done?
It's in the process.
In the process. Let me know when it's done, and I'll come up and I'll end this shenanigans. Madonna's a crap. I don't think she's a crap. I think she just... I don't know. I feel like they're trolling us. I feel like Madonna and Britney Spears are trolling everyone. But that's just me. What bought Black Lady in X-Men? What? What about the Black Lady in X-Men? I'm not even sure. I'm confused. Michelle Obama, like, whoa, she has a killer grip. Yeah, she'd probably give it a hell of a hand job. Roseanne was hotter than Madonna, but she is... Whoa, what? Roseanne Barr? I know you're not saying Roseanne Barr, because if you think Roseanne Barr is hot at any point in her life, you better take another swig. Roseanne Barr. Holy Jesus Almighty. That's disgusting. That woman has Elvira? Just imagine titty fucking Elvira. That's gotta be like... Imagine having like a three-way titty fuck with Elvira and Dolly Parton from back in the day. I always wonder why there's not very many women that watch this show, and I kind of figured out why. Probably because we're a bunch of perverted, ass-talking, womanizing perverts. I'm not even sure what womanizing means, but I'm pretty sure I am a woman. Am I a womanizer? Let's see. What is a womanizer? A man who engages in numerous casual sexual affairs with women. Oh. Well, I guess I used to be a womanizer. I guess everybody was, right? A man who engages in numerous casual sexual affairs with women. All right, then every man has been a womanizer at some point. Then what's the problem? I thought it was something offensive. What's the other word? One's womanizer and the other's another one. I forgot. We'll think. They call womanizers fuckboy now. I wish I used to be a fuckboy back in the day, I guess. Dude, Sugar Babe. Woo! Sugar Babe's one of those chicks that would just misogynist. I think that's the word I'm thinking of. There's another word though I'm thinking of. You ever have a female friend back in the day? Like you guys were friends, you're buddies. Like just good friends, good pals. And she was like one of those friends where you never had any kind of relationship, you would never date her, but if you ever like wanted a blowjob or something, she'd blow you. Just like, oh, I'll blow you, no problem. That's kind of what Sugar Babe is. I think Sugar Babe would be one of those chicks where you like hang out with her, you go play bingo, you'd go over there, have dinner, and be like, man, I wish I could fucking find a woman tonight. She's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I want a blowjob. Oh, I'll blow you. Come on, come over here. And it's like nothing personal. She just blow you and you go about your business because you guys were buddies. That's what Sugar Babe would be. Use it in a sentence. Chad's a fuckboy. He gets all the ass. Well, in that case, shit, I want to be a fuckboy. I thought I had a different definition of a fuckboy. But a fuckboy is a good thing. Halle Berry is fine. A lot of people like her. I mean, she's hot, but I mean, I wouldn't say hot. She's good looking, but Shania Twain. What's the name of that one chick? God damn it. Let me hold on. Wait, is this her? Hold on. Oh, wait, this might be her. She got the big, healthy, heavy rack. I think this is her. Let me just confirm before I open my mouth. Katy Perry, I think. Yes. Is that her? I'm not sure if that's... I think that's her. It might have been an old Katy Perry photo I've seen where she had like black hair. Wait, no, maybe that's not her. I don't know who I'm thinking of. One of those pop stars. Shoobity-bop-bop-bop-bop-bop-bop. Do you realize in 2023 you have to an average income of $95,000 a year to have the same buying power as average person during the Great Depression who only earned $4,000 a year? I don't know what that means. Do you realize in 2023 you have to have an average income of $95,000 a year? Well, you can't really compare that though, can you? Because I don't know what years the Great Depression was, but I don't know. As prices go up, usually wages go up, but I don't think that's the case now. It seems like everything would evenly go up. Like rent goes up, the price of food goes up, well, so does what you get paid go up. But no, it doesn't work like that. I don't follow those kind of statistics, so I couldn't tell you. Vaporessa sends Mark $95,000 a month. Damn. I can tell you if that was the case, I would not be living here. I'd be living in a fucking, like a building like Ginger has. 5-story, what is it called? Mini mansion? With a pool on the first floor and the upper floor. Helicopter pad. Got a goddamn security guard at the gate. That'd be fucking sweet. The only thing going up, yep, exactly. The only thing going up. I can't believe the price of shit nowadays. Holy shit. But I'm not gonna. I don't want to talk about. It's not like an old man who started sitting here talking about price. Oh, yeah, no, the price of bread. Oh shit. Like, yeah, shit has gone up. It sucks. It's horrible. But at the end of the day, what can you do? Not really anything. Yeah, you are right. Well, see, I think I don't know. I know back when I was young, the thing with McDonald's and UPS and a lot of these companies, like, they would be good jobs if they offered full time. I don't know if McDonald's does that now. Maybe they do. But McDonald's, like, they'll pay like $18 an hour, which that's pretty good. I mean, I think for working at McDonald's, that's not bad. Especially if you can get 40 hours a week with benefits. That ain't too bad for flipping burgers that are already cooked. But I don't know how they do it nowadays. I don't know because I know, like, back then, what was it? If you get over 25 hours every week, you're considered full-time. Therefore, you have to get benefits, and companies never wanted to give benefits out. That was the thing back in the day. They never wanted to give anybody benefits. So if you could find a kind of a shit job like that, like I was always big on working at gas stations before I started doing any kind of real jobs, because I used to love working at gas stations because it is the prime place to meet women. And I met so many women working the night shift at a gas station. But trying to get 40 hours a week at a gas station was like trying to, I don't know, trying to stick it in Chuck's butt. I don't know. That actually might be a little bit easier, but so I don't know how it is nowadays, but if I was a kid nowadays or whatever, and I can get a full-time job at McDonald's paying $18, I might be a little happy about that. At least to get me going. Oh, they don't want to give any benefits out today either. So that's the fucked up part. Like, what? I don't get it. Like, no union, no benefits. Yeah, that was always like the big thing when I was young and I first started working. Was always like, you gotta get benefits, gotta get benefits, gotta get benefits. And every place I'd work for would give you like every hour up to that. Like if you needed 30 hours a week for a month straight in order to be considered full time, I'd get like 29 hours every week. I'm like, what the fuck? Give me that 30 hours so I can get my shit. I remember working 45 hours a week for 300. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think the last time I stopped working, I think I was making, I want to say $15 an hour. And that was many, many, many moons ago. And that was for what I was doing, that was good. But that was full-time with benefits. Kids Kids are content creators. Yeah, now it's all about like these motherfuckers making money on social media and doing absolutely nothing to make money. Like, you got a cell phone with a camera, and if you could be popular just the slightest bit, or maybe you could do some of the dumbest shit and make some viral videos. That's all kids think they need right now. It's like, all I gotta do is have a few viral videos, and I'll be set. The problem is, usually, the YouTube thing, or social media, that shit usually doesn't last forever. Eventually, you get kind of burned out, played out, and they go on to the next person, and then you are no longer, the hot commodity making that big bank. So all that money you did have that you fucking blew on a mansion that you can record your YouTube videos in. I forgot what dude it was. I was watching some dude once. My kid would watch him. And this motherfucker bought a house. It was like a mansion. This motherfucker bought a mansion. You went inside the mansion, and there was no furniture, but there were like 8 gaming PCs set up. And all it was a party house for him and his friends to game and shoot videos. And this house he bought was better than any kind of house I could ever dream of having. I'm like, holy fuck. This dude is... He's gonna... When he crashes, he's gonna crash. Like, he's gonna be jumping off a bridge when his shit goes down the tube. Because eventually, it all comes to an end. It never... All good things do come to an end. I seen that shit, Mr. Beast. I keep hearing Mr. Beast. I don't even know who the fuck Mr. Beast is. I always hear that name. I see that shit like in stores, or I've seen it somewhere. I don't even know who the fuck this guy is or what it is. I guess I'm an old man. I already told my son to learn a trade. Fuck the college degree. I'm actually totally with you, Chris, on that one. I'm a firm believer in learning shit. I mean, college is... I don't know. That's an argument, though. You can have it people for days and days, but I'm a firm believer in learning a trade, and you're going to be better off in most cases than a college degree, especially the price you got to pay for college. Holy fuck. And then when you do go to college, you're not guaranteed a job, and then if you do get a job, well, you got to pay off your fucking student loans that are going to probably take you another 20 years to pay off. So you'll be broke until you're about 40 years old, and then you'll start making money. But I guess you can't always say that, because there are things you can possibly do if you go to college. Who knows? I don't know. But I was never a college person. I guess it's all gamble, technically. It's all a gamble. It's all about being right place, right time, I guess. Mark, you make millions now as a big-time famous celebrity. Stop ya batchin'. I wish I made millions. Shabba-dibba-bop-a-dibba-dow. There was a time when vaping was at its peak, oh yeah, like everyone was making great money. Everyone was making damn good money. I work in a food processing trade, a union job, can't complain. Definitely can't complain. If you got union benefits, if you got, job security, that's probably the best thing to have. Instead of waking up one morning and be like, oh shit, well, they closed down. I'm fucked. I'm waiting for my dinner, and then I'm going to end it. So this is going to be continuing on until dinner's ready. Sophie? Who the fuck is Sophie Vape? You mean Zophie? Zophie Vapes is killing. What is she doing? Let's have a gander. Let's have a look together, shall we? Let's see what Zophie's doing. What has the lovely Zophie been up to lately? Van-powered, urban. She's into this electric bicycle thing, which, Oh, wow. Yeah, she took a big hit. Gigantic hit. Huge. She's got to be doing something now. I don't think she's not relying. I mean, she's obviously not relying on YouTube, because she got that big ass house right when vaping was at its peak, and then with whatever happened, she's obviously got to be doing something in the background to keep affording what she's got. Well, she wears a wig, so she could be a redhead, a brunette, a blonde, whatever she wants. I always thought that was her real hair until, like, whatever, a couple of years ago, whenever, when she did that wig video. I'm like, holy shit, that's a wig you've been wearing this whole time? OnlyFans? Yeah, but I think she said, or I don't know, people said she doesn't get naked, though. So what does she do, like feet videos and shit? Yeah, I mean, if you got... I've watched some of those documentaries that some women... Like, if you got the body, they make some fucking tall-ass money. Which I don't blame them. Shit, if I was a woman and I had it, I had no problem sitting on the internet burying it, making tall cash. Like, it's different, I think, if you're, like, whoring yourself out and staying on a corner and blowing guys. That's completely different from being on the internet, on a camera, doing everything at your own pace, just rolling in the money. The problem is with a lot of these creators, I think, is they make all this money and they don't realize that the IRS wants a good half, actually a little bit over half of what you're making, and they don't realize that. They think they're just rolling in all this cash, like, damn, I'm loaded. And then a year or two goes by and the IRS comes knocking at their door and they're like, oh shit, I was supposed to give you some of this money? And then, yeah, I think a lot of that's going on too. I think that's why didn't the IRS like hire like a shit ton of new people or something like that? I don't know if that's the reason why, but I guess as the social media thing goes up, 90,000 agents. So I don't know if that's for a different reason or whatever, but you know, you got all this shit going on and they're not getting no money. Like, as much money as being poured out into social media, they should be getting just as much. Like, they expect to have just as much, and when they're not getting their cut, they're like, okay, there's something going on. How long could it take to microwave Dino Nuggets? I have you know, Jason, first of all and foremost, Dino Nuggets suck for a few reasons. One, they're never in the shape of a dinosaur. They're always fucking cockeyed looking, deformed. I've never had a Dino Nugget that actually was the shape of a legitimate dinosaur. Two, the brands that make Dino Nuggets, there's a few brands out there, they all suck. Why do they suck? Because they claim to be using real chicken, real white meat, all natural. Nobody wants real chicken or all natural chicken. I want the fake shit that tastes good. So, therefore, the nuggets I like don't come in dino shapes. They come in round shapes. They're not probably real chicken. They're probably some random ass meat. It's probably not even meat. It's probably just shit that's got breading on it, but it tastes good. When we go to the store, there's a lot of products that I prefer the generic version of because the generic brand tastes so much better than the name brand version. Chicken nuggets being one of them. I always found breaded chicken, whether it be chicken nuggets, chicken patties, or whatever, the generic version or generic brands always tasted better than the name brand. And that goes for a lot of other random shit too. I'm passionate about my goddamn nuggets. Don't fuck with them. McDonald's nuggets are nice because they have one magic to them, is that they always stay crunchy. You can buy them, you can leave them outside in a bag overnight, you could put them in the fridge, you could fucking throw them down a well. But when you go back and you grab that nugget and you bite into it, that motherfucker is still crunchy. I don't know how, but it always stays crunchy. Just hope that you don't get one of the nuggets, when you bite into it, you get like that little hard piece. Like, oh shit, because that ruins everything. Like, I'll be sitting there enjoying a 20-piece nugget, and I'm like 5 in, and and then I'll bite into one, and it'll have that little tiny weird hard piece that you can't chew because it's so like hard and gristly and weird feeling in your mouth, and you're like, oh, that just killed it, and then it just kills the whole remaining box of nuggets. You don't get that with the generic shit because their meat is all ground up. They put their shit into a fucking blender, comes out into a paste, and then they bread the paste. But Bell and Evans make good frozen chicken. I've never heard of Bell and Evans. I was probably different shit from different states, obviously, but fish dick. Never had a fish dick before. Probably wouldn't try. I use the Geek Vape I200, bud. Do you have another vape recommend? Oh shit, Hayes Basma. We got a vape question, folks. Hold the phone. We got a vape question. All right, here we go. The Geek Vape. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, Haz, but what wattage do you vape? Let's get that question out of the way first. We got a vape question. This never happens on this show. Let's all embrace it. Let's all sit back. Let's get excited about this because he probably already left until he realized, what the hell did I walk into? But let's see. Oh, he's still there. 90 watt, 0.15 ohm coil. Okay, so my first recommendation is, if that mod works for you, why do you want to change the mod? Another thing is, can I share? Uh-oh, I did something. What did I do? Don't want to do that. Why do you want a different mod? Because there's no... I like to try different things. So, other mods won't necessarily give you a better vape. You want to look for different atomizers. The mod... the mod isn't necessarily going to change the vape. I mean, it might change the vape a little bit, like ramp it up quicker or be a little bit more consistent, but the atomizer is going to be what makes the biggest difference in a vape. So if you want to try something different that gives you like a different vape, like a maybe, you know, more flavor, more clouds, more heat, less heat, you want to go with a different atomizer. I'm living in the Netherlands, so not everything in here is available. That's the tricky part. So I'm assuming you probably use a sub-ohm tank, since you're using, I think it's a kit, that Geek Vape mod. Let's see what vape shops are in the Netherlands here. Let's see. What am I doing? God damn it, I keep going on the wrong computer doing this. Da-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba. Uh-oh, I did something. What did I do? I don't know, I did something. I mean, where do you buy? Do you buy your stuff online, or do you buy it in the physical store itself? I love the taste, but an RTAs are good if you can rebuild everything. Do you know how to make the coils or install coils? RTA is going to vape. Well, I don't want to say he's going to vape better than a sub-ohm tank, because sub-ohm tanks nowadays are pretty good, but have you tried any of the Horizon Tech tanks, like the Falcon tank, the Sakers tank, or the new... I don't even know what the hell the new tank is. The problem is, there are just so many options out there. The best way to do it would be to find out where you buy your stuff from, and then see what options you have available for you, and then pick from those options. By me telling you to go out and get, let's say, the fucking Sakers sub-ohm tank might be kind of pointless if you can't buy it anywhere out by you. So if you were to say, I buy my vape stuff from, Billy Bob's Vape Shop of the Netherlands, then I can look on the Billy Bob's Vape Shop Netherlands website and say, okay, you got this, this, and this. You would really like that tank and this RDA. So my question to you is if you haven't got into rebuilding yet, like making your own coils and rebuilding and installing coils, you probably want to watch a bunch of videos learning how to do it, because you're going to get a much better vape with a rebuildable atomizer. Online, there is not a closed shop to me. Okay. So, no, you don't want a mesh RTA. Stay away from mesh RTAs. Mesh sub-ohm tank is good. Like if you got the pre-made coil heads, like Google Horizon Tech Falcon
Dinner's ready.
tank, and that'll give you a good idea what one of the best sub-ohm tanks are.
Mark.
Okay, I got gas. This is like a long rabbit hole of. It's so hard to. What are you trying to tell me, Scott? CRO, crow. Mesh RTAs and be a yes. Don't bother with mesh RTAs, but if it's a sub-ohm tank that has a mesh coil that you just screw in, yes, you'll get the best flavor possible. But if you got to build that RTA with mesh, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Don't bother. The ML and the vape suck here. There are only 2. Oh, so you got 2. I forgot you got the 2 ml cutoff. I mean, a lot of the newest Geek Vape mesh. A lot of the newest Geek Vape sub-ohm tanks are really good. A lot of the Freemax sub-ohm. Once again, I'm just naming off certain brands so you know what to look for in your area. But a lot of the Freemax mesh sub-ohm tanks are very good. Most all the Horizon Tech sub-ohm tanks are very good. If you're going with an RTA, I don't even have the slightest clue what would be available to you. Douglas is threatening me. I have the Zeus. Okay, so you have the Zeus. The Zeus is a good one. It would be a lot easier to know what your options are, or like what website you buy stuff from. Yeah, can you order stuff from the USA and get it shipped there, or do you guys have customs to where they take shit? I buy from Vape Kings. Okay, let's see what we got there. Let's have a gander, shall we? Shibba-ba-ba. Hold on. We're going to do this as a family. Where's my other mouse at? God damn it. Get over here. Thank you. We're trying to do this as a family. Why is this? Oh, see, the problem is I don't know. Is it .uk by chance? Not .com? Is it vapekings.uk? Because there's like a lot of Vape Kings. I also make sure I'm looking at the right one. Oh, .ni or NL or whatever the fuck that is. Shoobop bebop ba. Let's get rid of that just to be on the safe side. There we go. Sorry, Chuck. I had to get rid of that just to be safe. We're going to pull this up right now. Oh, this better be in English. Dude, why can't I... Oh, there's a problem. I don't think I'm going to be able to... I can't. What's the problem here? Hold on. I'm having technical difficulties because my screen appears to be stuck on Oh, wait, there we go. Always on top. Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. All right, let's have a gander here, shall we? I think we're good here. Is this in English? It looks to be in English, yes. All right. Are we good here? Are we right? So this... Oh, it's not in English. Oh, is there an English setting? Oh, I don't think there is. Oh, there might be. Oh, no, I don't think there is. Oh, there's not. Okay, let's pretend we know what we're seeing here. Oh, yeah. It's not in English. It's kind of... Complete sets, salts, liquids, sets. Can we look under sets, maybe? This might be a little... It's Dutch. Verderbe is what you want. I don't... Not even... Verdebbers? What are we talking about? Okay, I don't understand what's happening right now. I'm sorry, I'm lost. There's too much action going on. Verdampers is... What do you mean? What is that? The site? Or what the hell is Verdampers? I'm confused. My brain hurts already. I'm going to look it up, Rob. Thanks. There you go. To have Rob help you, because Rob's got more knowledge than I do, I think. I don't have a fucking clue what this word is. They have the TFV9. I would stay away... I don't know. I would stay away from smoked TFV tanks. Just because it seems like... Well, I know years ago, their coils were hit or miss. I don't know what they're like nowadays, but I know back then people would complain a lot. Oh, the verdamper is an atomizer. Okay, I've never heard of that. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, that's the, okay, now I know what you're saying. All right, never mind. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. There we go. All right. Ooh. Does anything really stick out yet? The Vupu, I'm pretty sure... Oh, there's no picture of it? I'm pretty sure that the Vupu Met... if I remember it correctly. God damn it. It's not in English. Son of a bitch. I could have swore this was a really good tank, but I don't... I'm pretty sure this is a really good tank. I know I did a video on this tank. I'm 100% sure I did a video on that tank. The Vupu MA8 tank, matte tank, however you want to pronounce it. Anakin tanks, in my opinion, are better for MTL vapors, and at least a good majority of them are. The Vupu U-Force L tank. That kind of rings a bell, I think, but I'm not going to be 100%. You got the Zeus, I believe you said. The U-Well Valerian 3. Wow, there's not very many options on here. Atlantis GT best tank out there. Is it on, was it on the site? I didn't even see if the Atlantis was on there. Spire Nautilus, Geek Vape Z MTL. No, not Z. Nautilus GT. Crown 5. I don't think I tried the 5. This is tough. This hurts. It's tough too. The Dead Rabbits apparently are good. I think it's the... Is it the rebuildable that's on there? Dead Rabbit... Oh, that's the RDA that's on there. If you... I mean, I'm not sure if you're into rebuilding yet. Are Vupu working? Atomizers working on Geek... Atomizers working on Geek Vape. Vupu makes really good atomizers, and they make really good mods. If you're asking, are Vupu and Geek Vape the same? No, they're different companies. Their coils do not work in Geek Vape tanks. They're two different companies, two different tanks, two different coils. But Vupu makes good tanks and good coils. The U-Force tank and the Drag 4, awesome, like Kevin mentioned. I'm not sure if they have kits on here. I believe they do. Where do they? I just seen it said vape kits. But if you could find like a vape, here we go, complete set. Let's see. If you could find like a Vupu Here, that's the Nano. Argus. Door. A lot of it seemed like a lot of MTL is out by you. Vapor S, Incandescent, Cool Fire, Joytech. Oof. Aegis Legend 2. That's a good one. I think that comes with the tank. I can't really read the... I can't read it, but I'm pretty sure this comes with the tank. That's a good one. The Aegis Legend 2. Which... looking for the good... The Kiwi pen. What the hell is a Kiwi pen? The Crown 5 kit wasn't bad. Voopoo is what you want. Like, Voopoo is... There's the Voopoo Vinci 2. Vaporesso Swag PX80. Why does that ring a bell? Is there a... There we go. Voopoo Drag 5 or S Pro. Is that the full-size one? If it is, the Voopoo, that's a good one. Any Voopoo drags are usually good. Vaporesso is usually really good. You can't really go wrong with current Vaporesso, Voopoo, or Geek Vape. Aspire, I can't really speak on that because I haven't really done anything Aspire related, but I'm pretty sure Aspire shit would be good, but I'm not one to comment on that, but... PNP coils are everywhere. Also, yep. Another thing you got to remember is when you buy a tank that uses pre-made coils, you got to make sure that those coils are going to be easy to find and to buy. Unlike a rebuildable atomizer, you don't have to worry about ever trying to find coils for that atomizer because you build your own coils for it. So it's always a good idea to watch a lot of YouTube videos on how to build or make your own coils, so that way you don't have to rely on buying coils. Because that's one of the big downsides to having a sub-ohm tank or something like that, especially probably in the Netherlands, since you don't have very many shops out there, is trying to find these coils. But Vaporesso coils are usually everywhere. So I get another good one would be Vaporesso, because their coils are usually pretty available everywhere. But if I were you, I would watch some videos like on how to build. Just type in on YouTube how to build a vape coil. Watch some simple how-to videos. Good night, Joe. I'm out of here too because dinner's done and we've been here for about 2 hours now. Voopoo uses 3 different brand coils. Haven't bought coils in at least 4 years. Yeah, I would recommend watching some videos on how to rebuild. That'd be your best bet since you're very limited on products, in my opinion. But if you have questions, you can email me. My email's in the description of this, or it's VapnFagan@gmail.com. So if you're just wondering about a tank or a mod, if it sucks or not, you can email me and I'll be happy to answer your question. I know how to build, but I don't understand the wires. Once again, all that can usually be answered in videos, like the gauge of wire, the type of wire. Usually Kanthal, stainless steel, and nichrome are the 3 wires that you want. You can buy, I don't know what's out in the Netherlands. It's a problem. Like, do they have Amazon Netherlands or eBay Netherlands? Because you could buy a spool of Kanthal wire or stainless steel wire real easily. Or he can quit vaping and smoke cigarettes. You can go Kevin's route too and pretty much start all over again. But yeah, I'm out, guys. It's been 2 hours and we had 1 vape question all night long. Hells to the yeah. All right, folks, we'll see you guys tomorrow. ST show. And if ST, for some reason, I don't know, doesn't have a show, we'll see you Thursday. We'll see you Friday and maybe Saturday, then Sunday. We got a bunch of vlogs coming up, too. We got the Renaissance Fair. We got the Pierogi Fest. And we have one this weekend I don't know the name of it. It's at the McCormick place. We're going there Saturday morning, and it's going to be the first return of the vlogs. So there'll be a vlog once a week. I'm just not 100% sure if I'm putting them on this channel or my other channel. I think I'm going to just put them on this channel, but anyways. Merry Christmas. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Thanks for the donations. Thanks for the tips. Thanks for the tips, the tits, and the ticks. And other than that, Merry Christmas, and don't ever take Kevin's advice when it comes to vaping, because he will tell you to go back to smoking. And Bachelor's drunk, so don't just ignore anything he says. And other than that, we're out. Why are you calling Billy Sugar Babe? You better be nice, Bachelor. Or I'll sodomize you with a fucking coat hanger. Good night, you sons of bitches.